Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode with Barrington. Reacting to the Dave Ramsey Show, mainly around car literacy, some financial literacy. But I sell cars for a living. I've been doing it for about 10 years. I've been a car salesman, finance manager, sales manager. I kind of have insight on every dynamic in the industry, and my passion is to help people make better car buying decisions. And if it rolls over into some financial help for you, that's really what I'm here for. I hate seeing people make bad financial car decisions all the time, and I really want you to bet yourself and your knowledge. If you like this kind of content, I would greatly appreciate a like. Subscribe so I know to continue to make these type of videos, and I really want to hear your feedback of what you've taken from these videos, your own personal experience. If you have any tips or tricks that maybe wasn't talked about in this video, or what you think was right, what you think is wrong. But without further ado, let's get to the video.
Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting.
I also watch these videos for the first time live with you and just record it. So what I'm seeing is for the first time, and I'm just reacting from what I hear.
For free today.
So I'm currently 18, and by the time I graduate, I'm probably looking at $100,000 to $120,000 loan that I'm sitting at. And my current car is under my mom's name with her interest rates on it, and her credit got ruined by my dad leaving. And I'm looking to switch the car with a way less percentage of interest, but I have to max out my credit cards for the for the down payment to put on.
So the few things that kind of stick out to me is, A, why is the car in your mom's name, but yet the car, see, that's called a straw purchase, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not on the loan and someone's buying the car for you, that's technically illegal. Two, if her credit was ruined by your father leaving or whatever it may be, why is the car going in just her name? If you're 18, you can legally buy a car by yourself. This would be the best way to establish or to rebuild credit is a car loan or a house loan. So I wouldn't put that pressure on your mom, especially when you're making the payment. You're not building your credit. You're just forking away your income. And you want to get a better interest rate loan. It's not about changing out the car to get a better rate. Refinance the car, or there's some programs out there. I specialize in them, but there's some programs out there which will allow you to trade the car, for a better interest rate. You get a newer car for a better rate. I'm in the southeast of Florida. There's a lender called SET, which allows you to do this, but without assuming what we don't know. Let's get back to the video
On it, and I don't know what to do, if it's even worth it or not.
What's your car? What do you owe on the car?
So I bought the car at $30,000. I'm looking at $41,000 right now.
And you're a college student.
Wait, so you bought the car for $30,000 and you're sitting at $41,000. So either A, you bought some protections and some products like a service contract or gap, time wheel, paint and dent protection. I don't know. Then you do have your taxes on top of that as well. But how is there an $11,000 difference between what the car was worth and what your loan is?
First year, yes.
With a $40,000 freaking car. What are you doing with a $40,000 car? You're a college student.
I agree with Dave. You're 18 years old in college. Most of the time, $40,000 is your tuition. You don't need a $40,000 car to get you from home to school and from school to home, or if there's work in between. That's one bet. That's a major red flag right there in itself. Guys, if you're watching this, when you're 18 years old, you don't need a $40,000 car. You don't need a brand new car. Honestly, a great way for you to establish credit is to get into a lease. I know Dave won't agree with me, but especially if you're in college, a great thing about leasing is you're always under warranty. There's usually maintenance packages built in, so you don't have to worry about your oil changes and tire rotations. Your assets, if you have any, are protected because the car is technically not in your name. I think leasing is a great way to drive a vehicle, but that's a whole nother topic. Let's get into this.
I had a $70,000 car and another $60,000. I sold it. I made profit, but my mom's credit got ruined, and they gave me a 12% interest on it, and I didn't realize till yesterday when I checked, and I only had it for 5 months.
This guy's confusing me. The car is in your mom's name, supposedly. How do you have a 12% interest rate? Your mom has a 12% interest rate. The reason why her credit is ruined is she's not making smart financial decisions for herself. Granted, you're her son. I'm a mama's boy myself. Thank you, Mom. But the loan is in her name, not yours. She needs to figure out how to get out of this, because you put her in a tight spot.
I don't think this is your mom's fault. You bought a $30,000 car and you're in a $40,000 car and you're in college.
Mm-hmm.
You get a $4,000 car.
Do you make any money? What's your income?
So I'm sitting at $1,000 to $1,500 from my work at retail.
Is that a month? Is that a week?
And I had side businesses before, and I had like about $70,000. I blew it all, and now I make maybe $500 to $1,000 from my side businesses a month.
That props to you for creating a side business that's generating cash flow. Not a lot of people, especially at your age, can do that. So props to you for that.
Okay. Do you have any money saved?
Nothing. I'm in debt by credit cards.
Okay. So the car, you owe $41,000 on it. If you sold it private sale, what's it worth? Or your mom sold
right
it?
now, with a trade-in, they're giving me $28,700.
Oh my gosh.
That's a trade-in. Yeah.
$12,000 negative equity on it.
Okay, but let's look at, that's your homework, is to look at the Kelley Blue Book value if you did private sale, because you're going to get more for it.
I did. It's $30,500.
$30,000.
So a big misconception is that people think selling your car privately gets you more money. On paper or outside looking in, you think you are a couple $1,000s more. But selling the car privately, you still have to pay taxes on that sale. It's when you trade the car in, you don't have to pay taxes on it twice. You're actually saving money. So that difference right there is usually the taxes that you'd be paying if you sold it privately. Another big reason why he's so upside down is, one, the interest rate, but he's only had the car for 5 months, he said. 2, what stuff did he purchase, or did he not know that he purchased, or mom, whoever, which increases the loan to $41,000. I'm pretty sure he had no idea that he bought paint and dent, tire and wheel, 20 oil changes. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
500. Okay. If I were in your shoes,
But I can't. There's a lien on the car that I can't pay.
Yeah, I mean, you make $1,000 a month, your car payment's more than that, isn't it?
My car payments comes exactly to $1,000
Oh
with
my
insurance.
gosh.
So how are you paying it?
Hey, sorry for the interruption.
The fact that an 18-year-old kid has $1,000 a month car payment. You'll hear me say it all the time. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can you imagine if you put that $1,000 into the S&P 500, into a Roth IRA, an IRA, um, something that will appreciate and grow over time. A car is not going to appreciate, ladies and gentlemen. Cars don't appreciate. They are a depreciating commodity. It's not an asset. It's an asset in the sense of it might get you around town. It might increase your area of traverse where you can go here and there, maybe go to a job that's a little bit farther away. But a car is not an asset. It's not.
Credit cards?
Basically everything I got. No, I can't put it on credit. It's debit. Basically everything.
I mean, if you make
goes
$1,000 a month and you spend $1,000 a month on your car, you don't have money to put gas in it, and you don't have money to eat.
So
This math doesn't
do
work,
eat out a
honey.
lot. I don't know how. And no, I make like $1,500. I can on a good month. I make $2,000. On slow months in retail, I make $1,500.
Okay, so you got $500 to spare. You eat a little bit. You pay your insurance. You get gas. You've got nothing left.
Yeah.
Okay, let me stop a second because I did a drive by on something a minute ago. I want to know more about. You had $70,000 in savings. You said from a side hustle that you blew. Did I hear you say that?
Yes.
Tell me about that side hustle. Where did all that wonderful money come from?
It came from, I used to sell screen protectors and cases during COVID when I was.
That's awesome because the fact that you developed a side hustle and a side business is great. The fact that you blew $70,000 on God knows what is not great.
14 and Amazon.
Yeah. So no COVID, no business. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I gave most of it to my mom after the separation.
Mm-hmm.
And she's sitting.
Oh, okay. I think so. You didn't blow it. It was used for something needed, an operation. Okay. Check.
At least at $300,000 to $400,000 herself.
Yeah. Okay. You're 18. You're 18.
Money.
Your mother is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to love her and cheer for her, but she's not your financial responsibility. So this has got to stop. And unless you can create a huge income, you need to get rid of this car and get a $2,000 car.
I tried doing that, but I have to. So the loan that
I would put the $10,000 on a credit card. I'd rather you have $10,000 on a credit card than $41,000 on a car.
Amen.
I would disagree. To the fact because here's why. If you put the money on the credit card and you relinquish or you give up your mode of transportation, you're really limiting yourself to your mobility. So the way the opportunity or the ability to get around town, to get to work, to sell things or whatever it may be is pretty much gone. So now you have this $10,000 credit card debt, which is most likely a higher interest rate than your car loan, and you have no way to get around town. Versus you're already in a sticky situation with the car loan. It does have a lower interest rate, but you can at least get around town. The car still has value to it. It may not be as much as what you owe, but it still has some value to it. So you can still sell it to the right person, you might be able to get more than what you've been getting offered. With a credit card, you can't sell your credit card debt. You're stuck with it at a higher interest rate. In this particular situation, I would keep the car and just and pay the principal down. Don't make monthly payments. That's how you're gonna end up paying however much you're gonna pay over the course of your loan. I wonder what its term is. But I would not max out my credit card to get out of the car. Then you have no way to get around town, no way to conduct business, no way to help yourself out of the situation, more or less. You know, a car is not an asset, but it's an asset in the sense of it helps you get around. Credit card debt does not.
I can't put it on a credit card.
Why?
I have maybe $3,500 left on a credit that I can spend.
Yeah. Okay. Who do you owe the $41,000 to?
To a bank.
Go down, talk to the bank about signing a note for the difference.
Do that, right? And then what about on the new car? So that's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. On the new car that I looked at that I'm going to get, same monthly payments instead of 96-month loan. It's
I didn't.
A 96-month car loan. Guys, that's not smart. 96 months, that's 8 years, right? Because 6 years is 72 months. 7 years is 84. So yeah, 8 years. At 12%, I wish I had the calculator up right now. You're gonna end up paying for the car. You're gonna end up purchase that car twice and a half. It's not smart. And then you're already looking at another car. Guy, stick with what you have. Refinance the car if you can, which you can't. There are programs. I'm down here in Florida. There's a lender called SET, Southeast Toyota. There's a special program which I specialize in. 12 payments on time, 580 Equifax credit score higher. You'd be able to get out of your current car into another car, more likely a new car, at a better interest rate, and it doesn't allow your payment to go up more than 125%, 120% of what you're paying, and your loan to value can't go up more than 40%. There's something called loyalty and conquest, and that's a whole nother discussion. For this gentleman, though, you're in school. You're 18 years old. You don't need $1,000 car payment. You don't need a $40,000 car. You haven't established an income stream yet for yourself, aside from your side hustles, which is great. But that money needs to be used to scale what you're doing, or to invest in yourself or your financial wellness. Buying a $40,000 car is not smart.
Say anything about monthly payments. I said get a $2,000 car. Cash.
Because we
Cash.
tried when we went to the bank.
I didn't want you to go to the bank. I want you to come up with $2,000 and go buy a car.
Just buy a car?
Yeah. Are you in school full time?
Yeah.
Are you on campus? You're at home or at home?
Campus.
So,
like where do I live? At home.
Okay. How close are you to campus? What I'm getting at is you might go through 2 months where you don't have a vehicle and you make it work. And instead of using that $1,000 a month to pay for a car note, you use it to save up and get yourself a little beater car is what we're
Have
saying.
one of your buddies take you to
I'm an hour
class.
away from campus.
Okay. All right. Okay, here's the thing. We keep throwing suggestions out, and the only answer you've got is it doesn't work.
That is a major problem with society and the world. Everyone thinks they know everything, and everyone could write a book titled "The Things That I Learned After I Already Knew Everything." Especially when people are in this type of situation, this type of predicament. Stop acting like you know what to do, because it's quite clear that you don't. Dave Ramsey, he's generated a great wealth, a great following, and he does have value, advice, and insight to give you. And young man, you're only 18 years old. Dave's a little bit older than 18 years old. Listen to what he's saying and use it to the best of your ability. True power is not knowledge, it's the application of knowledge. He's giving you knowledge. The best experience is someone else's experience. Take his experience and his knowledge that he's sharing with you and use it to never be in the situation you're in again, to look out for the situation in the future, and to better your financial IQ. Because what you're doing right now, what the situation that you're in right now is not high financial IQ at all.
So let me tell you what doesn't work. Your life the way you have it set up right now. Your situation sucks beyond belief. The decisions you have made are beyond suicidal financially. So you've got to throw a stick of dynamite in the middle of this freaking mess you've created. And it's going to be really uncomfortable. But you know what's going to be more uncomfortable? You sit there in this pile of stuff, and you're going to smell like this stuff as long as you sit there in it, coming up with excuses to sit there in it. Mm-hmm. So you have got to get rid of this mess. You've got to create a big, you may need to quit school. You need to go get some dadgum money and start cleaning up this mess. So I want you working like 80, 90 hours a week, going to school on caffeine and doing what normal people do when they get in this, instead of telling me, oh, my mom got screwed over by my dad when he left. I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean you buy a $70,000 car while you're in college and downgrade it to a $41,000 car and act like that's smart.
I agree with Dave, and that's the other problem. You know, no one wants to take accountability for their own actions. It's not your mom that did this to herself. It's not your dad. It's yourself. And I will say, it's also you not knowing what to look out for. So there's some they are responsible as well, but you're 18 in college. You started some businesses on by yourself. You should have the know-how to look out for this stuff.
Nowhere in this conversation is smart. Smart didn't come up today.
No,
okay?
No, it didn't.
It didn't even show up here. So, dude, you've got to get rid of the car, and you've got to figure this out some way or another. Now, we're giving you lots of suggestions, okay? Get a buddy that's in the neighborhood to take you to college. Quit college for a year and take you a gap year and go clean this mess up while you work like a freaking maniac. But you are, man, you cannot, there's nothing in this that the math works. 6th graders could tell you this math doesn't work. This is a mess. And so, no, you can't keep this car. And no, you can't keep this life the way it is designed right now. That's why you called.
And you can't get another car
and
on
I'm
payments.
not going to argue with you about it anymore. I'm through talking to you about it. So you go fix this. We gave you some suggestions, but part of fixing it is you've got to decide that where I live, the land I live in right now is the land of stupid, and I want to leave.
It goes back to the application knowledge. You've been given the tools and the resources and the knowledge on what to do. It's up to you to implement that stuff and get out of this hole.
That's the first decision you got to make. And we ain't even been able to get that far with you. So that's where you got to go, man. That's where you got to go. Open phones here at 888-825-5225. Now, Jade, let's just review the policies on this show.
Review it.
We love you. All of you. If you've done something stupid, we love you anyway. We've done something stupid.
Right.
I have a PhD in DUMB.
So, yes, the best experience is someone else's experience, guys. Dave's been through it. His co-anchor, Jade, I think her name was, myself, Barrington. We've all done silly things, non-smart financial things. But again, take our experience, take our lessons, and learn from them. Don't repeat them. You see that this is not the right thing to do, then don't do it. $1,000 car payment at 18 years old, not smart. 12% interest loan, not good. $70,000 car, $40,000 car, straw purchases with your mom, buying the car for you, not smart. Guys, I have a true passion to help people get into a better financial situation than they're in, than they potentially will get themselves in. I come from a very humble beginning, immigrant, Jamaican parents. I didn't go to college. I have a GED. But what I do have is real world experience. I've had high interest rate loans with high payments. I've learned more so how money works, APRs, interest rates, loans, terms, values, LTVs. I have some insight. I don't know everything, but for the people that are watching, I probably know a little bit more than you. If you like this kind of content, guys, if you see any value from these kind of videos, leave a like so I know that you do appreciate this. Subscribe so I know that you want to see more. And what I really, really would like is for you to comment what you learned, what you think is wrong, what you've seen, what you think I missed, what you think should be done better. And if you know anyone, if you know anyone that might get some value from these kind of videos, please share it with them. Please. Not a lot of people or entities or this kind of stuff isn't really talked about or taught in the world, especially in America. And that's the problem. That's a big problem. It's not taught in schools. It's not looked as a sexy topic, but what is sexy is understanding how money works, is understanding a bad deal from a good one. But thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys that made it to the end for watching this video. Thank you for the likes. If we can get this video to like 25 likes, 20 likes, I know that we'll continue to make more of these videos for you guys. And I truly appreciate you watching, and I truly, 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 genuinely want to help each and every one of you to better your financial situation, to better your life, and so you don't get put in this revolving door of a financial crisis. Guys, again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, share if you can, and you'll see me until next time in the next video. I hope that you guys have a great day.